Hello to you. I'm Jessie Johnson. This is part 1, Beyond Our Physical Universe, the secret of what it might be. The universe is the totality of all insides. It has no inside. The universe is the totality of all outsides. It has no outside. The universe is the totality of all physicality, non-physicality, and finity. It is beyond all physicality, non-physicality, and finity, but includes these. There is the present now, of time, of space, of consciousness, of perceiving, of phenomena, and the eternal now, without time, without space, without mind, without consciousness, without timeless, without non-time, impossible to communicate. The only, inside and outside are references made by living things for their convenience and survival. Nature does not permit the existence of God or gods, angels or devils. There is only us. If we don't do it, it will never happen. The only death is the death of the ego. Beyond that, there is no death. Our small universe is a self-enclosed system. This is not a prison or a dungeon. It is home, if you could see it for what it is. Hold on, please. I'm going to show you an illustration. Now, this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J. The green here is A. A is the Earth. B is here with the arrow pointing down. B is the Mark Sargent primary dome firmament. Over the United States is approximately 73 miles high above the surface. We'll go to C. C is right here, and that is the Sun-Moon Dome, which is approximately 2,000 miles above the surface of the Earth as far as I can tell. It safely houses the Sun and the Moon and so forth, but here's represented the Sun at 1,651.29 miles above the surface of the Earth. This is known, not theorized, not hypothesized, but known by using basic arithmetic and basic trigonometry's angle of elevation. We'll go to D. D is this first reddish looking one. D is right here. D. D is the central North Pole star Dome-Firmament. The central North Pole star Dome-Firmament. It's approximately, as far as I can tell, 7,000 miles above the Earth's surface. It houses the central North Pole star, which is Polaris. Polaris is right here. Polaris is right here. And Polaris is 6,589 miles above the surface of the Earth. This is known, not theorized, not hypothesized, and so forth, but known by using basic celestial navigation and basic trigonometry's angle of elevation. We'll go to E, where this arrow is pointing, right here at E. E is the high stars at 10,000 to 175,000 miles. Miles above, right here, these right here represent the high stars. Right here. And this line right here with the dots connecting to E, D, C, B, A, and so forth, and so forth, is the Akashic informed field. And it also represented here is the simulacrum. The simulacrum is a question mark behind it, because it is I'm still unsure if it is the case. Simulacrum, which is considered the mirror, or the mask, or the secret, right here within the orange, within the reddish pink. Within the reddish pink is a simulacrum. A question mark is behind it. We'll go to F now. F right here, right outside the last pinkish red line right outside of it is F, where the arrow is pointing right here. F is the simulation. That has a question mark. That means I'm not fully convinced or have enough information on it, but nonetheless, it is the simulation machinery for the simulacrum, which is 200,000 miles to 225,000 miles above the Earth's surface. Once again, a question mark is here. Now, we'll go to G. G is the first orange looking circle. That does not mean the universe or whatever you might want to call it is in fact in circles or spherical or any of that. Not necessarily spherical, not necessarily circular. This is simply to represent it on paper. Now, G is where the angels walk and swim. In other words, it is, some people call it the oversoul. Also, some people call it the immortal. Others call it the overseer. The overseer for the simulation machinery at F. The overseers but I call it the second sleeve universe. Rather, the first orange, the second sleeve universe. I do not put all of this with it because I simply usually leave it alone. But nonetheless, let's go to H, the second orange looking universe. The second one is at H. H right here, which is infinity minus 1, infinity minus 1, infinity minus 1 infinitesimality, infinity minus 1 infinitesimality, infinity minus 1 infinitesimality. It is almost infinity oceans of energy at infinity minus 1. It is also called the shoreless sea, S-E-A, also called the shoreless sea. Now, let's continue. Oh yes, this vertical line straight down. Right here is the central South Pole. Up here where we live is the central North Pole. Now, let's continue, please. Now, we will go to I. I is infinity, which equals infinity, pardon me, I is finity, which is represented by infinity minus 1, infinitesimality. Finity, I, right up here. Finity is the total and all universe. It is all. It is omni. It is pan, and is a trans infinitesimal point in, of, for, and at true infinity. Time, space, scale, frame of finity. We will start here at A, the present, which is represented here at 10 to the 0th power to 10 to the 9th power, which is 1 billion 10 to the 9th power of years. We'll go to B at 10 to the 1st power, which is 10 years, to 10 to the 12th power, which is 1 trillion years. We'll go to C at 10 to the 12th power, 1 trillion years, to 10 to the 1,000 power of years. We'll go to D at 10 to the 1,000 power of years, to 10 to the infinity minus 1 infinitesimality of years. And now, we'll go to J. J is the yellow dotted part right here. The real universe, or whatever we are. This is simply a representation. That doesn't mean things are spherical or circular or round or any of those things, except for the earth itself. Now, J is here. And J is non-time, non-space, true infinity, true eternity, non-simulacrum, non-time, non-space, non-consciousness, true infinity, trans-God, non-God, the supreme, the absolute. Now we will go to K. K is over here. K is here, but I'll do a N and M before. N is the high stars. The high stars are these right here. The high stars is 10,000 to 175,000 miles above the surface of the earth. And so approximately that is. And we'll go to N. Infinity does not exist without finity. You take away finity, infinity ceases also. You cannot have infinity without finity. And time space, it is represented here with the reddish pink circles and everything within it. K, we'll go to K now. K is called transhold, which is also represented by this straight line of infinity symbols, straight across, infinity symbols, which represents true infinity, not time, space, infinity, not time, space, finity, but true infinity. Neither consciousness or mind forms or time, space, infinity, but true infinity and true eternity. For all my videos, please go and write Jessie, Jessie, Jessie Johnson into YouTube. And click the image, then click videos. Please subscribe and share this video. And have a very fine day.